What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast. And yo, breaking news, bruh. Breaking news, all right? I'm scrolling on Twitter. Shout out to Coach Simmons for getting me on Twitter because I wouldn't even know about half the stuff I do if it wasn't for him. Coach Simmons, I appreciate you, my boy. I'm scrolling on Twitter and I see a tweet, right? A top 10 has been made for a recruit. I'm like, okay, that's no biggie. Recruits make top 10s all the time. I see Jackson State in there. So I'm like, I look up at the guy and he's the number one Juco recruit in the country. And I said, oh, okay. Well, now I gotta inform the people about him. So this is exactly what we gonna do. All right. So before I get started with this video, if you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so. I'll put the picture up right here. You'll be able to see it. Anything you give is greatly appreciated. If you don't, I still appreciate you. Y'all know that. Check out my video I made earlier today that I dropped earlier this morning about South Carolina State making the Celebration Bowl and what they have to do to potentially win it because they are coming into that game as underdogs. So whatever they got to do to win it, that's what they got to do. That's the home team. I'm from South Carolina. Y'all know I said from the beginning they was going to make the Celebration Bowl. They did. So check that out as well. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. Let's get into it. Now, like I said, the number one Juco prospect in the country, who is a defensive lineman, by the way, right? Defensive tackle. He has Jackson State in his top 10. And before I tell y'all, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and tell y'all, the other 9 schools that they're competing with is Miami, USC, Auburn, Houston, Missouri, North Carolina State, Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Oregon, okay? Jackson State is competing with nothing but big dogs, nothing but Power 5 schools for the number one Juco prospect in the country, okay? So they're in for a dogfight. But let's get into them. Let's talk about the kid, all right? So, dude goes by the name of Jeffrey Mba. Mba, right? That's M''BA. And I'll explain that last name in a minute. Dude is 6'6", 305 pounds. Dude's a unit, all right? And when you see how he play, I probably got the highlights up already. When you see how this boy ball, you're going to know what I'm talking about, right? So, the kid is from France. He's from France, bruh. All right, he's of the class of 2022, and he's coming from Independence Community College. Now, in the nation, like I said, he's number one, position number one, and in the whole country of France, he's number one as well. No surprise there. So what I found interesting about Jeffrey, right, is that he had to reclassify from the 2019 class in high school to the 2020 class because he, like I said, he just recently came to the U.S. from France a couple of years ago. Like I think he was still in high school when he made that move. So he came to the U.S. fairly late, right? He didn't qualify for the 19 class, to graduate with the 19 class, so he had to reclassify for the 2020 class. But it would do him a lot of good, right? All right, so he reclassified to the 2020 class because he said so in a social media post when he got over here. He was a 4-star kid coming out of high school, and he played for St. Thomas More in Oakdale, Connecticut. St. Thomas More in Oakdale, Connecticut. And then, he moved to the U.S. He's in the U.S., he's playing ball now, and he's committed to Virginia. He was committed to Virginia in high school, and then he decided to decommit from Virginia, but never really closed the door on them as well. But I guess he has now that he's released his top 10. But he's still receiving offers. I think he just got an offer from Oklahoma, so he's still receiving offers. But, he's really, it seems like he's closed the door on other schools, and this is his top 10. Normally when a prospect makes a top 10, they really don't go outside of it. It's kind of it's a done deal, but it's not a done deal, if you get what I'm saying. So watching this kid's tape, he nasty, bruh. Great pursuit, imposes his will on the offensive lineman with his brute strength. All right, and he's an overall great run stopper. Dude is a really good run stopper. That's where he makes his money at. When I look at his tape, I don't really see too much of him pass rushing. But he's a great run stopper, right? And, he's from France. American football is not big in France, okay? So, he's really still learning the position. he's really still learning the game of football. He's learning a position, and he's learning how to hone his craft, and perfect his skills. He just needs a little bit of refinement, as any prospect would, when coming from a different country that a sport is not really a big deal in. So I'm interested, right? I'm interested to see where he goes. Like I said, Jackson State is in for a dogfight. But if anybody could pull this move off, man, it's Coach Prime. It's definitely Coach Prime. So he's took some official visits, right? Back in high school, he had his visit with Virginia, of course, because he was committed there. But then, recently he's visited Michigan on an official visit, Auburn on an official visit, Tennessee on an official visit, Miami was official, and Kansas State as well. I really want to know where he's going to go with this. I want to know if he's going to choose Jackson State. Dude is really, really good when looking at his tape. The strength is off the charts. It's off the charts. Like I said, once he finds somebody to really give him the refinement that he needs in his game, kid's gonna take off. The kid is gonna take off, and this would be a perfect get for Coach Prime, being that he's gonna lose a lot. He's gonna get a lot of talent, right? But he's gonna lose a lot of talent as well. And to keep this momentum going, he's going to have to get transfer players and Juco players as well as freshmen, right? Because the freshmen is great that you're getting highly talented freshmen, but they take time to develop. Not every kid can come in and play like a Shador or Katron Evans. Quindarius Davis would have been on the field this year if he didn't have to redshirt because of his situation back home. But not many kids can just come in and play college ball as a freshman, or just come in and play right away. So they need more Juco, and they need more transfer portal players as well. Just a perfect balance. You need a perfect balance, and Jeffrey could be that guy that does it for Jackson State. He can. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about this, because let me tell you something. Dude ain't had to put Jackson State in that top 10. I don't even want to hear like he did it to be nice, or just to have an HBCU up there. He's from France. He's from France, bruh. You feel me? Like, he ain't had to do this to be nice. All right, he's genuinely interested in Jackson State amongst these other 9 schools. I don't know what pitch. If you're Coach Prime, what pitch do you give him to try to get him here? Because you're close. You're very close. So what pitch do you give him to get him to Jackson, Mississippi? Let me know down there in the comment below as well. I need to know. If you Coach Prime or Coach O, what's the pitch you giving Jeffrey to get him down here? You got to pull out the big guns. I'm showing them pictures of the facility. Remember the pictures of the new facility that they plan on getting? I'm showing them pictures of that. I'm showing him the sold out crowd from homecoming, and the fact that it's been reported that y'all sold 66,000 tickets, even though it's only 60,000 seats in Veteran Memorial Stadium for this upcoming game versus Alcorn. I'm telling them that. I'm showing them the uniforms. I'm bringing out all the stops. If I'm Coach Prime, he got to know. He got to know, hey, man, you're going to be taken care of down here. And I'm going to be real with y'all, man. I just really hope this happens for Jackson State. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really see much pass rushing in this film. Some, he's not a bad pass rusher, but clearly from looking at his tape, it's not he makes his money run stopping. That's what he does. So, thank y'all so much for making this video. I saw this like a couple of minutes ago, and I had to like jump up out of bed because I'm like, oh man, I gotta let the people know, especially before they go to bed and everything like that. It's getting a little late. It's a little dark outside. Daylight savings. I had to let them know, like, hey, this is happening right now. Y'all know I got y'all when it comes to recruiting news. I love recruiting. This is my favorite time of the year. All right, you gonna see a lot of recruiting news since we're less than a month away from National Signing Day. So Man, with that being said, you are watching the CFL podcast. I go by the name of Kobe. Thank you so much again for watching this video. I'm out. Peace. Oh, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I don't really like begging to do it. Y'all do that when you're ready. But, I just figured I'd say it now. So, thank y'all, man, again. Peace.